Alhamdulillah, thumma salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we are going to be starting our Hadith class today, and we'll be reading the book of the noble Imam Nawawi. So the name of the book we are going to be reading is the 40 Hadith of Imam Nawawi, the Arba'un an-Nawawiyya. So this book has 40 ahadith, and inshallah for our hadith class we're going to be memorizing all of those 40 ahadith. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to try as much as possible to repeat it and read it and repeat it in the class and try to memorize it, and we'll also go through the meaning of what we have memorized. So we ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it a source of good for us in this world and the next. So we're going to start now. عن أمير المؤمنين عن أمير المؤمنين عن أمير المؤمنين. So pause the video now and try to repeat it like 10 times. So once you are done repeating it 10 times, you can continue with the video. أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب. Yeah, pause the video now and recite it 10 times. I expect you to have recited it 10 times, so we're going to read it from the very beginning again. عن أمير المؤمنين أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب عن أمير المؤمنين أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى عنه رضي الله تعالى عنه رضي الله تعالى عنه. So pause the video now and try to repeat it 10 times. So we're going to proceed now. قال 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 سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول. So pause the video now and try to repeat it 10 times. Barakallahu fiqh. Now that you have completed that, we're going to go through it once more. عن أمير المؤمنين أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول. So we're going to continue. إنما الأعمال بالنيات إنما الأعمال بالنيات Innamal a'malu bin niyat. So let's pause the video now and repeat it 10 times. Barakallahu fik. Now let's continue. Wa innama likulli imri'in ma nawa. Wa innama likulli imri'in ma nawa. Wa innama likulli imri'in ma nawa. Let's pause the video now and recite it 10 times. Barakallahu fik. Now that you've completed reciting it 10 times, we're going to go to the very beginning of innama. Alright, let's recite it together. Innamal a'malu bin niyat. Wa innamal likulli imri'in ma nawa. Once more. Innamal a'malu bin niyat. Wa innama likulli imri'in ma nawa. Naam. So let's continue. Faman kanat ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Faman kanat ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Faman kanat ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Okay, pause the video now and recite it 10 times. Barakallahu fik. So let's continue. Fa ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Fa ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Fa ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. So pause the video now and repeat it 10 times. Barakallahu fik. So let's go to the very beginning from innamal a'mal. Innamal a'malu bin niyat. Wa innama likulli imri'in ma nawa. Faman kanat ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Fa ijratuhu ila Allahi wa rasulih. Jamil. Barakallahu fik. Now let's continue. وَمَنْ كَانَتْ إِجْرَتُهُ لِلدُّنْيَا. وَمَنْ كَانَتْ إِجْرَتُهُ لِلدُّنْيَا. وَمَنْ كَانَتْ إِجْرَتُهُ لِلدُّنْيَا. So let's read it 10 times. Barakallahu fik. Yusibuha aw imra'atin yankihuha. Yusibuha aw imra'atin yankihuha. Yusibuha aw imra'atin yankihuha. You see, I said awi, as if no there's kesro here. So that's how you're going to pronounce it, and it's because of this sukun here and this sukun here. So we have to give this one kesro, so I'll be able to pronounce it. So instead of aw, that sukun that is here, we're not going to call it awi. Awi mra'atin yankihuha. Do you understand? So pause the video now and recite it 10 times. Yusibuha aw imra'atin yankihuha. Barakallahu fik. So let's read the final part of the hadith. فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه. Now, pause the video now and recite it 10 times. Barakallahu fiqh. Now we are done with the recitation of the hadith for today. So we'll recite it once more together from the very beginning to where we stopped. Bismillah. An Amiril Mu'minin Abi Hafsin Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إنما الأعمال بالنيات وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى فمن كانت هجرته إلى الله ورسوله فهجرته إلى الله ورسوله ومن كانت هجرته للدنيا يصيبها أو امرأة ينكحها فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه. Barakallahu fiqh. You can see you can recite it now, but you need to recite it a lot for you to be able to memorize it. So it's very, very important you recite it a lot. Recite it a lot, recite it a lot, recite it a lot, till you are able to recite it without looking at what you have on the screen. And once you've been able to perfect the recitation, you just have to set time to be able to go back to what you recited so that you will not forget it. It's very, very important, because if we don't go back to it, we'll end up forgetting it, and it makes all this effort a waste. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our efforts. Now let's go to the meaning. Now, so we have a clean board back again. So, an Amiril Mu'minin, the meaning of that is on the authority of Amirul Mu'minin. Amirul Mu'minin means the leader of the believers. So, an Amirul Mu'minin here means what? From the authority of the leader of the believers. So, who is this person? He is Abu Hafs. Abi Hafsin, so is Abu Hafs. Umar ibn al-Khattab, and his name is Umar, the son of Khattab. So Abu Hafs here is his nickname, but it's a specific type of nickname. It's called kunya. So the kunya of Umar radiyallahu anhu is Abu Hafs, and he is the leader of the believers. He ruled the believers after the caliphacy of Abu Bakr. And Abu Bakr ruled the believers after the demise of the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which implies that he is the second of the leaders of the Muslims. So he is the one that narrated that reported this hadith to us. Radiyallahu ta'ala an. May Allah be pleased with him. May Allah the Most High be pleased with him. So the meaning of what we've read is from the authority of the leader of the Muslims, Abu Hafs, Umar, the son of Khattab. May Allah be pleased with him. So that's the meaning of what we've read so far. Call, he said. What did he say? سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول, I heard the messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, say. What did he hear him say? He said, Innamal a'malu bin niyat. The actions are based on intention. Do you understand? Actions are based on what? Intentions. So, and the meaning of this is that what? Every action that you do, there has to be an intention that goes with it. There is always an intention. Whether you are conscious of it or you are not conscious of it, there is always what? An intention with it. Do you understand? Wa innama likulli imrihim ma nawa. And every person would have what he intends. Hmm? Do you understand? For every person is what he intends. Do you understand? So it's what you intend that you get what? Yeah, you get your reward for. Do you understand? فَمَنْ كَانَتْ إِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Whoever's migration is for Allah and His Messenger, فَإِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Then his migration is for Allah and His Messenger. That is, whoever has the intention to migrate for Allah and His Messenger, then he will get the reward for migrating for Allah and His Messenger. So this is what it means. Do you understand? So, وَمَنْ كَانَتْ إِجْرَتُهُ لِلدُّنْيَا. However, whoever migrates for this world, you see buha, you would get it. You can see in the second case too, if he migrates for another purpose other than for the sake of Allah, he's going to get that thing that he intends. Awimra'atin yankihuha, or he migrates for the sake of a woman he wants to marry. Fa'ijratuhu ila ma hajara ilayh. That is, migration will be for the purpose for which he has migrated. So this hadith is from the very fundamental hadith that affects almost acts of worship. So it's upon us to always be conscious of the reason we do all those acts of worship. Ask yourself, why do you observe the Salah? Why do you do your zakah? Deep, ask yourself. Hope it's not because so that so and so would see me and they will say this person is nice. Ask yourself. Do you understand? Because it is what you intend you get the reward for. This is the hadith. So the reason, the sabab for this hadith was that one of the companions actually migrated for because of a woman in Medina. So, and the companions were now mentioned in the time Muslim, and that was what made Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mention this hadith, that anyone who migrates for the sake of a woman, you will get it. If you migrate for the sake of Allah, you will get what you migrated for. And that is why it's very essential we always purify our intentions, especially for our acts of worship, sincerely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because that is from the very core conditions for the acceptance of almost all acts of worship. So we ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses our affairs and He forgives us our shortcomings and makes it a source of good for us in this world and the next. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.